It's 2 for Tuesday. Roll that video. Hey guys, 2 for Tuesday, part 1. Well, I needed to change my brakes. So I was going to show you how to change the brakes. Well, the rest of the video will be self-explanatory. And let's roll part 1. Roll that video. Okay guys, so tire, gotta change the brakes either side. I will show you the tools I use, and very simple job, you'll see. Stick around. Here we go.
Let's just do what you want to. Please don't be polite, cause I like your attitude. Let's forget about a curfew, cause all that is stuck in my head. It's me and you, pulse speed and my heart is racing, but I'm not sure I wanna place it, cause it only does this with you. Our bodies meet like.
So those are the bolts. Step 1. Loosen the bolts. Do not remove the bolts right away. Loosen them. Then we jack the vehicle. We never jacked the vehicle before. Loosening the bolts. Okay, here we go. So, if this is not strong enough, an older vehicle or it's super tight, yeah, get something that's longer, a little bit more leverage. Let's give this one a shot.
Regrets, girl, put your faith in me, even though we just met. Let's forget about a curfew, cause all that is stuck in my head. It's me and you, pulse speed and my heart is racing, but I'm not sure I wanna place it, cause it only does this with you. Our bodies meet, I can feel the tension, move us into the next dimension. Let's just let our bodies be true. We make out for the thrill of it, mess around for the thrill of it. Don't.
Okay guys, go with the car now. So, jack, thingy, twist and turny, lifty. These are technical terms, remember them. All right, here we go.
We make out for the thrill of it, mess around for the thrill of it. Don't stop now, never let this end.
Well guys, it's a complete failure. Unfortunately, after removing the wheel, I found a little, well, issue that had nothing to do with the brakes, which it's pretty much going to stop me from driving one way or the other, so I didn't do the brakes. But I'll show you what the problem is. If you're not sure what you're looking at, so this here is a spring, and this here is a shock. Now the spring is supposed to sit on this lip on top of this. You notice over here it comes off of it, and then you move down, and it's come all the way underneath, and now it's sitting on top of my tire. So the spring Came off of this. I can't do this on the ground, so it's gonna have to wait. Yep, that was a complete bust. Well, not a complete bust. I guess it's a good thing that I found out there are other problems and I can fix them beforehand, except that I just don't have the parts and I don't have the time today to do it, so I guess in that way it kind of is a bust. Oh well, sucks, but there it is, guys. No pictures today. Well, maybe a couple of pictures. Be right back. Alright guys, so you guys know I have the Canon EOS M5 mirrorless camera. Fantastic camera, love it. With the dual pixel autofocus, fantastic for vlogging. I just picked up a 15 to 45 millimeter kit lens with it. Wasn't really going to do any kind of serious work. But I thought to myself, you know, if I'm going to have the camera with me at all times, which I do, I always have it in my bag. So I thought to myself, so what if I ever want to do something a little more serious, even if it's not, you know, professional work, maybe some semi-professional, maybe some portraits, things like that. Maybe I'm in a park, I want some, you know, blow out the background bokeh, you know, that kind of a 1.8, 1.4 lens. And I thought to myself, you know what, Canon has this fast, the Nifty 50 as they call it, except this one, well, this is the STM autofocus. Now I figured it does not have image stabilization, but my camera has image stabilization. So 180 bucks, and I got pretty much the equivalent of an, well, very close to the equivalent of an 85 1.8. So I said, hey, let's give this a shot. We're gonna test that out, take a few portraits quick, and how quickly it is to focus on the eye. I want to get used to this autofocus system as it pertains to photography as well. So, and we're going to check out the EVF on the M5 too. Very nice. That I like. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll show you the results. Ah, sweet. Very nice. Look at the eyes. Wow. So I just took a couple of quick portraits. Wow. I mean, what I saw in the EVF, guys, seriously, what I saw in the EVF, electronic viewfinder, for those who don't know what that is, that's when you look through normally on a DSLR camera, like here, and I'll show you quick. So normally on a DSLR camera, when you're looking through the lens, right, when you're looking through here, right, you're actually looking at exactly what you see. But if you're making adjustments, shutter speed, aperture, you don't see it getting darker and lighter. You still see exactly the same thing. You just see your meter going up and down, and that allows you to judge, you know, where approximately where you should be, and then your experience kicks in afterwards, and that's when you're able to tweak it, right? But with the EVF, you're looking through it, and if it's too dark, it's too dark in the screen. It's too dark. So you can adjust it to where your highlights are in the right place. And then you can literally look through the EVF, and not perfectly, you're still looking through a tiny little screen, but you can still see what detail you're getting in the shadows. And do you want to pull those highlights back down and then pull the shadows up in post? Then you can do that. But you see it right in the electronic viewfinder. Amazing. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of shots here. Now, portraits I was shooting in around 2.2, 2.5, f2.2, f2.5. And you'll notice some of them are just slightly out of focus. That's not the equipment, okay? Trust me, that's human error. That's me getting used to the camera, learning it, and learning the autofocus system in the, I guess, photography mode, if you will, or manual mode with the Canon EOS M5. I've only used it up to date for a few pictures. More often than not, it's landscape. You know, I'm shooting at f8 or whatever the case may be. So, you know, I can focus on something that's close enough, and I know exactly what to do. I'm going to get everything in focus. But for portraits, when you want to focus right on the eye, and you need to practice that, even with the autofocus system, because I found that it was missing. It was going, you know, up here near the nose instead of right on the eye, or you're getting the eyelashes. And if you're shooting at 1.8, f2, 2.2, you gotta get it right on the eyes, no choice. If you get that focus right on the eyes, you can see the difference. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Another 2 for Tuesday is come and gone. And unfortunately I didn't get a chance to show you how to do brakes, but I will as soon as I get the shock and spring fixed. Then I'll go and I'll do the brakes. Very simple. I'll just go over it with you. I'll keep some of the film from here, and then I'll just film the actual changing of the brakes the next time, and I'll get that to you. Really sorry, guys, but them's the brakes. And pictures, portraits, Nifty 50, 50mm, f1.8 STM Canon, super inexpensive. If you have a crop sensor Canon body and you want to do portraits and you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is well worth it. And surprisingly good quality. Certainly not high-end glass, don't misunderstand me, but surprisingly good quality for the price. I mean, it was $180 Canadian. That's nothing. It's nothing. It costs nothing. It's so cheap. $180 Canadian. There are filters that cost more than that. Okay, I have filters in my bag that cost more than this lens, and it takes amazing pictures. So if you got a Canon, you got a crop sensor, and you don't have a 50-1.8, go pick one up. Well worth it, guys. Anyway, I will end it on that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, click that like button, subscribe, and share. If you enjoyed it, share it. And thank you so much for watching again. I'll see you guys next week. Okay, whoa! I think I just broke my bed.